Hollywood doesn't have an original idea in them. We know that much. Outside of the Avatar movies that you keep touting. Well, let's start with the original Avatar movie. Boy, this is almost a good segue, huh? FernGully is getting a new movie. It's going to be live action. It's done by Prime. What the fuck? Under your breath.
Like, what the fuck is that?
Do you remember watching FernGully back in the day?
I do remember this little rat bat looking thing.
Oh, yeah. Played by Robin Williams. Yeah. That little rat bat. Badass. Tim Curry was the bad guy. Yeah. He was great. The smoke creature.
That's funny. Oh, wow. Tim Curry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow. You remember, like, he had, like, a good song, and he was terrifying. He was great.
Yeah, wow. So this is being animated, you're saying?
Nope,
remake?
live action.
Okay. That's different.
So... It's too bad. A live action, this one's a movie, I want to say. Yeah, movie. I could kind of see, like, the timing of it makes sense. You know, we're definitely, you know, a renewed vigor for climate change or whatever, but I just don't know if we need it. Like, tell a news story. Or, dear God, if you want a climate change story, go to Captain Planet. He's just waiting there, asking to be made. I don't know.
Yeah, screaming to be made. Yeah, especially if it's a live action. I don't know. Like, these fairies flying around. I don't know how that's gonna look. It's gonna look very CGI, something Maleficent like. Yeah. You're gonna have like this animated, like you said, the Rob Williams character. I just don't see this being very successful. This looks pretty bad.
That's one of the things that concerns me is one of the selling points for this movie is the iconic voice of Robin Williams, because that bat has been electrocuted and tested on. So he was like kind of haywired and crazy, which is like, yeah, Robin Williams is perfect for that. I cannot think of another actor that could portray that character very well. And then even with Tim Curry, just his voice was so good at being a villain.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, God, right away it takes me back to like Muppet Treasure Island and stuff like that. One of his best.
Yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if he could replace those two actors.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. You just gotta. Yeah. This is not gonna work out.
Not gonna work out. Yeah. No, all right. Here's another reboot for you. This one's for a series. It's The Phantom. Now, back in like 1996, they made a movie for this. There was a little bit of a TV show they tried at one point, but basically it's a comic book from 1930s. And I know you're having to Google it because you're like, man, The Phantom. I don't even know the name.
Like, what is this shit? What are we doing, guys?
I will defend The Phantom. The Phantom is dope.
Okay.
King Features and Milestone are making this. Now, Milestone you might recognize as a DC property that's known for making black superhero characters and amplifying black voices. And I think that's where The Phantom's going to get really dope, because The Phantom's all about this guy who's on a ship that's attacked by pirates, and he washes up on a coast of Africa. He's an adult man, but he vows to fight back against all pirates and injustice in the world. And so he kind of becomes kind of a mythological figure amongst these tribes, and they all work with him to like take out poachers and pirates and stuff. And what's dope is everybody thinks he's immortal, and what it actually is he's passing down the mantle to his kids. So it's like 27 people who have been the Phantom, but they all think it's only been one. And so it's just he keeps passing it down to his son and training him. He has no abilities, no powers. It's just that he keeps passing down the mantle. And so it kind of reminds me of like the Black Knight from Marvel. Like, I love that little feature about him, you know?
Okay. So you're saying with the black voices and stuff like that, right? So are they changing this character?
They have not said anything like that at all. But I think like I wouldn't mind. Like, literally, he lives in Africa. He lives amongst African ruins. He's got a pet wolf with him that fights with him, and he rides on a horse. And I think a black character would be totally cool. Yeah, I mean, he's a really cool character in the fact that he's like, but like I think it was Billy Zane played him in the 90s, and that's when I really fell in love with the character back, obviously in the 90s. And he wields double pistols is like his big thing. So these two pistols he brings out all the time. And I just think like if you're gonna do it, make him a black character. I think that'd be fine, especially with it being Milestone that's making this. Of course, when I posted the TikTok about this, I got a bunch of comments being like, "Oh well, then let's make Black Panther played by Ryan Gosling." I'm like, clearly not the same thing, guys. Were you really giving a shit about Phantom before I said this? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that big of a deal.
I agree. Like, to the fact that this character is so, you're pulling him at the very, very bottom of the bag. Like,
yeah,
they're like the recognition level of Black Panther and Phantom is different spectrums, you know?
Yeah.
So I think if you brought this character back, does anybody really give a shit what this character comes back as? You know? Yeah.
And the thing is, like in 2025, they made a new comic book from him, a run for him, and the art is spectacular, dude. And it's like,
Okay.
shit, this would be a sick ass movie nowadays. And then just a year later on, they're like, let's make a movie out of this. And I love that. Matter of fact, here's something that I don't even have in the notes because it literally came out today. So there's a Django Unchained, which is one of my all-time. I mean, like that movie's on, I'm gonna watch it. There's a sequel to it. It's in the comic book form, and Quentin Tarantino actually wrote it. And it's Django and Zorro teaming up together.
Oh shit!
Okay. Yes, and today Sony has said they're making that movie, and Django or Quentin Tarantino gave him the approval. He's not going to work on it, but he gave him the approval to work on it. So
yeah, that's badass. Yeah,
it's badass, right? Yeah,
yeah.
I cannot wait for that. So that just came out. Like I don't have a lot of information on that. That news just came out.
That's wild. Okay.
Yeah.
That's two different universes coming together.
Well, yeah, and even the timeline wise, like Zorro has to be older in it because like that's to make the timeline work, which is fine because Zorro's the mentor. But all the comic book too, it's like a 7-issue run. It's a great comic book written again by Quentin Tarantino. Make sure you guys check that out. You can get the whole set on Amazon for like $50. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Last reboot we're gonna be talking about is actually in the movie world, I should say. That's gonna be the title, guys. Reboot Central. RoboCop is getting a series over at Prime. RoboCop everybody liked Terminator when I was a kid. Everybody was a big Terminator fan. I was a RoboCop kid. Did you like RoboCop when you were younger?
I'm gonna say yes. I really, really enjoy RoboCop. Really enjoy. Yeah. And it wasn't until I watched it recently, maybe like a year or two ago, just a rewatch of some, popular movies back in the day. Yeah, classics. That how I guess gory. I kind of forgot it was.
Hell yeah, it is.
They didn't really remember that.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Especially that office scene with a robot going haywire and it just blasting everybody. I forgot how gory this was. Yeah.
Oh, me at like 7 years old, just absorbing that movie. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, people could blow up. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. I would love to ensure that Amazon does a great job ensuring that maybe that it stays true to how almost wacky it was back then.
Yeah.
As long as it keeps it that way, I think it'll be successful. I mean, out of all of these are the most recognizable. Yeah.
What a great term for that, wacky. I like that term a lot because they tried to remake this in 2015, and it was okay movie, but like it had Michael Keaton, had a lot of really good actors in it. But the whole thing was during the test run of building RoboCop, he had the silver armor, but then as soon as he was actually going to go out and start doing his job, they gave him the sleek black armor, and was like, that's not RoboCop though, man. You know?
And I really hope
chunky, like heavy armor that looks a little bit wacky, like you're saying. Like that's part of it. Yeah.
And I think very much that they need to keep it that way. I think if anything to make it more look modern is still having the same stature, the same build, but maybe little hints of something here and there. I would not like to see it super modernized. I would love to see it, kind of like that classic being brought back to life.
Yeah, and I think now of all three of these stories actually is probably the best timing because like have it like AI's taking over. I mean that's the perfect story for him to be fighting alongside because Murph is trying to fight against programming to show humanity. Like hello AI, this is like literally the best time for the story.
Yeah, and the robots go haywire in the show. So I mean in the movie. So it's like you lean on AI maybe outsmarting it. Basically like the Ultron kind of like, hey, I'm gonna take over, I'm smarter type thing. So yeah.
That's one of the funniest things is like of that movie, RoboCop is obviously who you're impersonating, but also like the bad robot that they're like, we're gonna replace RoboCop with this thing that's got the big guns on it that's made by claymation clearly. Like that thing when you were a kid was just like, that thing is sick. That thing was so badass. And of course, like falls downstairs or something real wacky, but it is so badass. If you want a wacky one, you gotta watch RoboCop 3. Have you seen that one where he fights a samurai, a robotic samurai?
I don't recall. I recall 1 and 2. I don't recall 3. Yeah.
Yeah, 3 is extra crazy. They recasted got Murph for that. But he ends up fighting a robotic samurai, like Japan makes their own version of RoboCop. It's a samurai and sends him to go assassinate him. And then RoboCop gets an upgrade. He gets a jetpack he can put on that's so chunky and big, but he's able to fly around with it. And it looks so bad, like you can almost see the strings on the back of him. But again, it's one of those things where I'm like running around the living room like,
yeah. Man, jetpacks back then, man. It's that, and then it was the what's the toy one with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I just watched it. Jingle All the Way. Is that what it is? Or no?
Oh yeah. Jingle All the Way. Turbo Man.
Is that right? Is that right?
Jingle All the Way. Of course, yeah. Turbo Man.
With the Turbo Man. There you go. Yeah, it's like Jetpacks back in the day, man.
That was the shit, man. That's all we wanted. And nowadays we've got like kind of like water versions and whatnot. The military actually has jetpacks. What the hell?
I do want to add though. I think that RoboCop really needs to is to highlight that grimy. What was it, Detroit? Right?
Detroit. Yeah.
And to make it look just such a wasteland. I think that needs to be highlighted as well for the series.
Dude, I miss. I don't know how to say this. It's not like I live in New York. I miss 80s New York. Like something about like when it was just kind of like I know Ferris Bueller's Chicago, but it's the same vibe where it's like something about the 80s movies in big cities were just, it was better. It's like much more gothic. Planes, Streets, and Automobiles to me is another one, a good example of that, where it's like, I just miss 80s New York. It was better back then. Just on TV, on screen. And and in number 3, by the way, with the samurai and the flying RoboCop, the police department goes to war against like the corporations and they like have a street fight. It's the best fucking movie. It's so good.
I'll have to go back and watch that one. Yeah,
yeah, it's crazy.